Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is about a recap on all of the D23 announcements and news surrounding it that came out around 2 weeks ago. Here I will give my take on all this stuff and go through each studio under the umbrella of Disney and tell you what was released or what was told about and what was announced. My overall view on this was that it was a little bit disappointing because of the fact that in my predictions video that is kind of pointless now, I predicted so much stuff that makes me look a little bit like an idiot. So if you want to watch the video, you can probably click in the card which is over here or here, but personally I would advise you not to because of the fact that I failed in a lot of ways. So don't watch that because it was stupid and I got them wrong. But hey, that's fine because I thought it was going to be really big for some studios, Marvel, but it wasn't. It was actually kind of disappointing. So yeah, it's fine. Now, first of all was Pixar, and they are a little bit of a worry because they announced Toy Story 5 and they announced Incredibles 3, but that was it in a sense of the fact that they only gave the mainline coverage for those projects and they didn't give any coverage to their new original content that's coming out next year and their new Disney Plus series that's coming out next year, which is a little bit of a worry in the sense of that you would expect them to bring full coverage to these new projects, but they haven't. They've only brought coverage to projects that have just been announced as in the works and hasn't been set a release date or anything, but they're giving stuff that's going to come out next year no coverage at all, which is a little bit of a worry in my eyes because you expect them to give coverage to stuff that's coming out soon, but they're not, which I think is a little bit of a worry, and they should be giving this coverage. And I would say it over and over again, but they should be giving coverage to stuff that's coming out soon, but they're not, which is overall big dip in quality in a way, because they should be giving original content as much of the push as possible because it's new, nobody's seen it before. So giving it a push means that it will carry on working. However, if you're giving all of this push to stuff that you know will work, of course it's going to work. So why are you pushing it so much? I know that you should push it so much, but you shouldn't push it as much as you are and taking up the whole panel for it. But that's what they're doing, and I think that's just a market strategy because Inside Out 2 is now categorically the highest grossing animated film of all time. So why not do it that way? And yeah, I just think that it was good because you want to see these stuff come around again, but not in the way that it has because it just doesn't work in my opinion. Even though it has worked, I just think original content is better for everyone. We also got was a redesign to the Elio character, I think, and it's gone from more of a turning red design. You can see it here. There's like a difference between this one and this one, which is fine. It doesn't change anything. I just think they've gone more of a Aardman style, which I like because Aardman style is really nice. But yeah, the difference between here and here is very minuscule, but I think you can tell the difference in a way. I think he looks a little bit more older, but that's fine. And it doesn't change anything about the movie. I think it'd be a good movie and it's coming out next year. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And that was Pixar because yeah, I just think Pixar, very good. Brett needs to think a little bit more when it comes to original content as a whole. But that's really it. Really, that was really them. I mean, I know they released, they announced a Monsters Inc. land in Disney parks, but I don't talk about all that stuff because I'm not, about that. But the next up was Marvel, and how I failed so badly with my predictions, which you can watch, I know, but it was an awful night for me because I was watching it and I was like, why are you not announcing any new movies? Why are you not, you're not announcing anything. You're just talking about stuff that you've already announced and that's it, which is fine. But I think with the slate still not being, released in a sense, they're still untitled movies, you'd think by now they would have a full slate. But they don't, which in a way is a little bit of a worry. But when you think about it, it's fine, really, because you've got 3 really good movies coming out next year with Captain America, Fantastic Four, and Thunderbolts. And then I think that will be their year, and that's really it, which I think is really good, and they should keep it that way. However, I'd say that they should have released or announced something else alongside of the stuff that they did talk about. Now, what did they talk about? Oh, that's what I should be talking about here. Yes, okay, so they did talk about their new recent TV show that will be coming out really soon, Agatha All Along, which I'll be doing weekly breakdown videos after every single episode. The first 2 episodes are coming out on day 1, and then it'll be weekly from there. I'll talk about both episodes when they come out, and I'll do a weekly breakdown video every single time, and I might do a theory video if I have the time, or if I want to, or anything like that. Because if the show isn't great, I'd still do the breakdown videos, but I don't think I want to do a theory video after, it maybe not being the best in the world. But that's fine. We also got a first look on the pictures for Ironheart. Now this has been in the works for like years now, and it's probably been like finished shot. I think it was finished shooting by the end of the strikes from last year, so this has been going on for years now. Again, weekly breakdowns for all of that stuff. And yeah, I think that both shows will be alright. I know they've had 9 shows now. I think 3 of them are good. The rest are it's either good, really messy in a way with the plot or anything like that, and then bad, straight up bad. There's a lot of the 9 in there. Really, it's either you're either good, no, you're either good here or you're bad here, and that's not really that great considering as you want this to be top-notch quality. Now, this isn't a really exciting show for this year. Lots of people aren't excited for this, me included, but I'll still do the weekly breakdown videos, obviously. But yeah, that was really it for the TV show side of things. What we also got announced was we saw leaked photos of Johnny Storm in the Fantastic Four suit, which I really like. I think it looks like a really clean and nice 60s style, futuristic style suit, which I think is really nice. And I think this film is really set up for a really, really good just release and really good theatrical run. And I think that it will really top off next year for them. And they really need that. And I think throughout the videos I've been talking about recently, it'll really help them. And I think that it'll really bring the whole year onto the close, because I think the next year will be really good for them. I genuinely do believe that this is a really good suit. really do. I think that personally, I think it's a really good suit compared, because I think they don't want to just go for the straight blue. I think they want to have like a little bit of a distinguishing between the other Fantastic Four films in recent memory. So I think they want to change that, and I think they want to, like, change it, which is really good. I think that's a really good idea, and yeah, I think I'm happy with the way that it looks, and I think it's very good in my opinion. And then now here's my overall take on it all. I think that personally it was alright. It wasn't perfect, but it was, not the world's worst, which is fine. I was expecting a lot more, but hey, that's perfectly fine. And yeah, I think it was alright, and I think that it sets up the next few years for a little while. But yes, that was it. That was my breakdown on like the whole gist of it for just Pixar and Marvel Studios. I didn't go into like Disney stuff or anything like that, but if you want me to talk about that, I gladly will. But thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to watch a recent video of mine about the potential disappointing leaks about Spider-Man 4, you can do so here. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and watch more videos, of course you can do here. But anything would be grateful, because I really want to get to 30 subscribers by the end of October. And if you can help me reach that goal, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, bye.